My top 3 stretches for running, I'm going to run you through 3 really good lower body stretches to help with any muscle tightness, stiffness, and any recovery and repair of the muscles for running. So looking at the different muscle groups, we're going to start with the calves. So the calf muscle is this muscle down here through the lower leg at the back of your shin bone. So there's 2 muscles in there, and we're going to go through a stretch for both of them. All you need is the edge of a step. So the first one we're going to do, you're going to step up. You're going to have 1 foot on the edge of the step. So you're going to have your ball of your foot on the edge of the step, and you're just going to slowly push your heel down to feel a nice pull through that lower limb at the back of the leg. And you want to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. You want to drive that heel down. If you feel the stretch moving or going, you're going to push further down and hold. The other foot's just keeping you stable with a bent knee on the other leg. To get the second part of the muscle group, you're going to stay in this position. You're just going to bend that back leg, and you're going to keep the heel down and get a different muscle group called the soleus, and you're going to get that stretch through kind of a bit deeper and lower down within the calf muscles. So the 2 stretches for the calves are straight legged on the edge of the step, hold, and then bent leg as well. You obviously want to do both legs and focus on holding for 20 to 30 seconds on both sides. If you feel one is more tight than the other, then stretch it for maybe a little bit longer, and then maybe do 2 to 3 sets of that. So that's a really good stretch for the calves. Second stretch I'm going to run through is a different muscle group. Again, really a muscle that we use a lot when running. The hamstrings, especially if you're doing heel flicks when you run, you're going to be engaging the hamstrings a lot to bend the knee. So this is the hamstring group muscle here, and we want to stretch this by just a bit of space on the floor. So all you're going to do is you're going to lie on your back. You're going to lie all the way back. You're going to bring your knee above your hip. You're going to hold just at the back of the thigh, just below the knee, and then you're just going to extend the leg from there. So you're just going to push the leg up from there, relax your head, shoulders back, and hold. So knee above hip, and then extend from the leg. You can push the heel up as well if you want to get more of a calf stretch, or just relax it and focus on this hamstring group here. Hamstrings from the back of the knee towards the glutes, and you want to try and lengthen it. You might just get to there, which means you need to work on it and push through. Another way to do it is to hold a skipping rope or a towel to help pull the leg. Don't straighten the leg first and pull it up. Bend the knee above the hip, and then from there try and lengthen. So we're not pulling on a straight leg, we're pulling on a bent leg from there to extend. Again, you want to do both sides, knee above hip, and pull through slowly, push up from there. So a really good stretch for the hamstrings. Again, 20 to 30 seconds on that stretch, and you'll feel it really lengthening and working the hamstrings. If you do a lot of running, then you will benefit from that stretch. And if you sat down a lot for work or driving or whatever it is you're doing during the day, our muscles get short and tight when they're in that flex position, so hamstrings will be bent knees, and if we're doing that a lot throughout the day, then we'll be able to lengthen and get more flexibility through that muscle group by stretching it. So I really encourage you to do that stretch as well. Another stretch for running, mainly for running, is an IT band stretch. The IT band runs across the lateral part of the thigh, a big ligament that is on the outside of both legs. So a good way to do it is to lean against the wall. You're going to have your arm against the wall. You're going to get your furthest leg away over the other leg, and then you're going to push your hip that way towards the wall and down towards the floor, and you're going to feel a nice stretch through the outside of the hip. So mainly at the top, or it can go down towards the knee. To make it harder, just go further away from the wall with your foot, and then lean into it more and hold again for about 20 to 30 seconds on that. And again, you'd want to do both sides on there to push across, elbow against the wall, chest up nice and straight with your back, and push that hip forward and down across. You get a nice IT band stretch on there. So really effective when we run. These get tight, so it's really good to keep them lengthened and flexible as well at the same time. So I really encourage you to work on that stretch as well. So flexibility, really important to balance the body. If we're doing a lot of running or training, we're going to strengthen the muscles and develop them, but they might get short and tight. So we want to get them a bit longer and more movement, more flexibility. So flexibility is really important to get more movement around the joints, so we're not in one restricted movement pattern. We can move the body freely, and for running that's mainly from the lower body, from the hips down through towards your feet. So top 3 stretches are the calf stretch on the step, hamstrings on your back, and the IT band stretch up against the wall, pushing across. If you don't have a wall, you can still feel it a bit that way, but you really want to get more into it. Get your arm up against the wall and you'll feel it that way. So those are my top 3 stretches for running. Give them a go. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll be happy to help you even more with those stretches. Thank you.